Hello and welcome.
What is the plan for next year? Okay. On the cards for next year, at the moment, this is the stuff of which I'm certain. The Vadim album is going to come out on a reasonable sized label. It's been mixed by Nathen, and that's going to be probably the thing that has any kind of, if there is any PR money pushing anything I do, that'll be the project that gets, you know, possibly seen in magazines and I get interviewed with people by dint of it being done on a label. Another thing that's going to be certain is that in the new year, in February, Nate and I will be sending a big mail shot out of our brand new stuff, which no one's heard. I've been putting little demo versions of it up yet, but the best stuff I've been keeping to myself. Now that is going out to a full list of labels, all majors, and we're going to be talking seriously with people and trying to, you know, in 2013, it's time to take all the investment of time and energy and struggle that I've put in, that Nathan's put in, and that we as a team, as the Paragons, have put in, and take it out there, show it to the world, let it shine, and let it bring hopefully something back to us.
Through the nature of working with all these other people, it's kind of gone from the little kind of genre pocket we were working in naturally by ourselves to working with all these other people, and it's kind of transformed into a slightly more eclectic kind of
there's two sort of
thing.
In the modern world, there's two effective career paths. There's the third one of just soaking the entire internet in mediocre music and expecting to be made into a star, which never works. But then there's two that kind of work. One of them is your X Factor route, where you get all of your returns in 1 year and then you are pretty much disposed of. And if you're lucky, you can parlay it. If you're lucky or smart, you can parlay it into a full-time career as a musician. But I don't mean as a singer-songwriter. I mean most often you'll be doing what Michelle McManus or what previous X Factor winners are doing now, which is public appearances for cash. Nothing wrong with it if you can do it, and singing sort of engagements on cruise ships and things like that, which don't pay as well as you'd think. But it's still jobbing work as a musician. The other way to do it is the one that takes about 20 years, which is the one that we chose because we're, you know, great at planning. Which is to do the work.
Yeah.
Which is to just turn up and do the work and take a little time every now and then to do what we're doing now, to tell people that you're doing the work, because otherwise you just sit in the studio all day going, why is no one hearing us? Oh, maybe because we never take time to tell you all about it. But also, sorry, go on.
No, I was going to say, we might get a bit grumpy every now and then and a bit like, oh, what are we doing? No one cares, no one. That's part of being a musician.
Yeah, I was going to say, what musician
people at the top end level that are doing that, and you know, it's...
Well, I should point out...
And we said all the way along that our attitude to this was, we do this because we want to do it, we will keep doing it, and the people that you pick up along the way that are interested and listen, great.
Yeah.
But does it really affect why we're doing it? No.
No one's been paying us for the last you know, few years. No, you know, we've only been able to scrape a living by. But in this year, that's when we need it to... Realistically, we need to start seeing something back from this, in terms of,
and there will be some
success, in terms of respect, and in terms of getting something back. And I should say, when he says we may better get a bit grumpy, he gets a bit grumpy.
Yeah,
I get acidically frothing with apoplectic, ball grinding, tit destroying rage.
Also on the Paragons of Goodness, there is a record that we wrote a couple of years ago called Solar that is pretty much... That's definitely...
It's getting released on a label which we can't talk about, but it's coming out, basically a private release on vinyl. We're pressing it on vinyl only. It's an instrumental, futuristic jazz soul record, and it's coming out on just sexy, beautiful vinyl. And then it's probably going to get re-released on somewhere like BBE as a digital release later on. But we're really looking forward to that. And I'm working on a graphic novel called The Legacy of John Stampico with my boy Toby Bowman. Respect Toby. And I'm working on a comedy show with him. And I'm doing stuff, collaborations with other artists from all over the world. Mr. Bird, my thing with Mr. Bird. My boy Stephen, Lo-Fi Classics, just got signed to BBE Records. Yes, bitches! And other stuff as well. And I've got to be a dad. And the next issue of Three of Swords is coming out in time for Christmas. You think that's everything? How do we wrap it up? I'll show you how we wrap it up. I'll show you. See this? See this? That's my motto for the coming year. That's all you need to know. Grow along with me. The best is yet to be. p.o.g, baby!
Why does it always have to be so hard? So hard, so hard, so hard.